cold front is due in tomorrow afternoon. We'll tell you what to expect tonight at 10.
Give the gift of yourself. Give 36. Call 472-3848.
Austin is known for music, but News 36 talks with writers whose books are drawing attention to the capital city. The Novel Idea, tonight on KXAN News 36 at 10. Veggie Kids, Tuesday on KXAN News 36 at 10.
The cold front is due in tomorrow afternoon. We'll tell you what to expect tonight at 10.
Monday morning, beginning at 5:30 on KXAN News 36 Firstcast.
I'm Larry Brill. Monday on Firstcast, we'll help you get back to work or school with some authentic Southwestern cooking. We'll be at Central Market to talk with the authors of The Border Cookbook. We'll have that, plus weather every 10 minutes. Join us at 5:30.
For your first look at the latest local news, traffic information, and weather every 10 minutes, turn to KXAN News 36 Firstcast. Monday morning, beginning at 5:30.
Austin is known for music, but News 36 talks with writers whose books are drawing attention to the capital city. The Novel Idea, tonight on KXAN News 36 at 10.
A new kind of partnership
between two local TV stations,
KXAN Channel 36 and KNVA 54.
committed to bringing you Austin's most complete hour of local news.
Watch the KNVA 5:30 report and News 36 at 6 weeknights.
Two stations, 1 hour of local news.
Join me, Ron Oliveda, for the KNVA 5:30 report, and then on News 36 with Robert Hadlock and Sally Holliday.
This is News 36, your 24-hour news service.
I'm Michelle Casas, News 36. Watch News 36 Nightcast after Jurassic Park. We'll tell you about a shocking discovery today in Round Rock. A mother of 3 is dead, including 2 of her children. Get the story right here on Nightcast. Plus, make sure the holiday doesn't get you down. We'll have some tips. And a weekend edition of Out on the Porch will show you how some folks over 40 are keeping fit. It's all tonight at 10.
The Bluebonnet Marketplace supports Give 36.
I'm kind of a vegetarian.
More and more children are becoming vegetarian.
It's so much more healthier.
Causing parents and teachers to wonder about the effect it has on the child's body.
Children and women are at far greater risk.
Practiced at a young age, does vegetarianism promote better health or create a health risk?
It's good food.
KXAN News 36 takes a close look at what eating your vegetables really means. Watch Veggie Kids, Tuesday on KXAN News 36 at 10. This is News 36, your 24-hour news service.
Good evening, I'm Michelle Casas, News 36. Tragedy strikes a Round Rock neighborhood. A woman takes her own life and 2 of her children die along with her. We'll have the story tonight on Nightcast. Thousands of Central Texans return home on one of the busiest travel weekends of the year. And don't miss the Sunday sports section with Roger Wallace. It's all tonight after Jurassic Park. Join us.
G&L VBJ Office Products supports Give 36.
Happy Mother's Day from KXAN-TV 36.
Tonight on KXAN News 36 at 10.
Now, there are medications that sometimes can help with that to kind of jumpstart you and get you going in the right direction.
For many people with a weight control problem, the drug Redux is a solution, telling the brain to tell the body to stop the eating.
I've been taking Redux for 7 months. I'll tell you how it worked for me and what can go wrong.
The Redux Seduction, tonight on KXAN News 36 at 10. First, best, live.
The possibility of showers to start off your work week. All of the details tonight at 10.
Happy Mother's Day, 15 times over. The story tonight at 10.
This is a KXAN News 36 update.
Good evening, I'm Jolene DeVito. Coming up tonight on News 36 at 10, a massive rescue effort underway in Iran right now. The death toll from this weekend's earthquake has topped 2,000. We'll have the latest. And there was a watchful eye on Austin area lakes this Mother's Day weekend. We'll have that story, plus rain in the forecast tonight at 10.
This segment of News 36 is brought to you by ABC Pest Control.
Tonight at 10 on KXAN News 36.
Thousands are dead in Iran following a devastating earthquake. We'll have the latest. Boaters are under the watchful eye of the law starting this weekend. I'm RJ DeSilva. I'll have that story tonight.
It's Mother's Day, but tonight you'll meet an Austin mother who's raised 15 kids. I'm Katina McHenry. I'll have that story.
Watch tonight at 10 on KXAN News 36. Monday on KXAN News 36 at 10.
Now, there are medications that sometimes can help with that to kind of jumpstart you and get you going in the right direction.
For many people with a weight control problem, the drug Redux is a solution, telling the brain to tell the body to stop the eating.
I've been taking Redux for 7 months. I'll tell you how it worked for me and what can go wrong.
The Redux Seduction, Monday on KXAN News 36 at 10. First, best, live. Next at 10.
We're tracking a low-pressure area over West Texas that will be moving across the state this weekend. That could mean some rain for us. More on that, plus a look at our weather through Thanksgiving tonight.
Next at 10.
The longer you're in one area, the better you are at forecasting the weather in that area. And our team has been around here a long time, and I think that it shows. We provide the most reliable, up-to-the-minute, accurate information possible. No other station in our area has 2 live Doppler radars that can look at a storm from 2 different angles. I feel very fortunate to be at a place that gives us all of the tools that we need to make the best forecast that we can possibly make. And that's what we have here at KXAN.
First warning weather, only on KXAN 36, your news and weather source. Live tonight at 10, an Austin landmark demolished by an early morning fire. KXAN's first cast showed you the blaze from Chopper 36.
That was the Oasis.
Tonight, the story within the story. What's next for the near 300 people whose jobs disappeared in an instant? And the restaurant may be ruined, but a remarkable offer from the owner means wedding bells will still ring for Austin couples. Tonight at 10.
Right now, Butch West's backyard sits in about 12 feet of water, and we know that because this flagpole right here is 20 feet tall, and more than half of it is underwater.
KXAN News 36, your news and weather source.
It's in you. The power to make a difference. The power to keep a kid off the streets. The power to cool a fevered brow. The power to transform an empty field into a park filled with laughter. Get involved in the world around you. You'll both be changed forever.
Oh, thank you very much.
Look for Make a Difference news features, special programs, tips, and special events. You and KXAN working together to make a difference.
Live tonight at 10, an Austin landmark demolished by an early morning fire. KXAN's first cast showed you the blaze from Chopper 36.
That was the Oasis.
Tonight, the story within the story. What's next for the near 300 people whose jobs disappeared in an instant? And the restaurant may be ruined, but a remarkable offer from the owner means wedding bells will still ring for Austin couples. Tonight at 10.
The sunset capital of Texas closed for a while. More on the big fire on KXAN at 10.
The latest from the Oasis and the loss of an Austin institution. Tomorrow on First Cast.
The sunset capital of Texas closed for a while. More on the big fire on KXAN at 10.
What is likely the lightning strike that caused the Oasis fire? Only here at 10.
Next at 10.
We're tracking a low-pressure area over West Texas that will be moving across the state this weekend. That could mean some rain for us. More on that, plus a look at our weather through Thanksgiving tonight.
Next at 10.
The in-depth weather you need, only on KXAN News Today.
This is the KXAN Weather app, your easiest way to get the most accurate forecast in Central Texas. Track the storms with us on the KXAN Weather app. Download it today.
Jim Spencer, the most experienced forecaster in Central Texas. KXAN Weather app, personally updated by the most experienced team in Central Texas. Download it today. Investigative journalism holds the powerful accountable, and no one dedicates more resources to this coverage than KXAN, the most experienced and nationally recognized team getting results for you. KXAN is in-depth investigative. Jim Spencer, the most experienced forecaster in Central Texas. KXAN watches those in positions of power.
I think it got to this point because nobody was looking.
Making sure they follow the rules.
Hey, I sent you an email yesterday. I'm with KXAN. Can we catch you real quick before you head back? Have you ever disclosed?
If you need answers,
are there honest mistakes that could be made here? What happened?
Report it at KXAN.com.
You know, I'm surprised to learn what I've learned based on your investigations.
KXAN is in-depth investigative.
We work really hard to keep you safe, on air, on social media, and on our weather app, because we live in Flash Flood Alley, and just like that, roads can become dangerous, and boats like these have to go out and save people. What in-depth means in the morning is warning you first, from why the heavy rain tonight could cause flash flooding, to how a cold front still days away could bring us severe weather. We'll keep you safe, and every morning give you the complete picture. KXAN News Today. Every minute, discover something new.
I've been saying, do something in Texas, and Tim came through. This is going to be great.
President Trump comes to Austin with Apple's CEO. They showcased what they call an example of keeping high-tech jobs in America, but the story behind the visit reveals a balancing act between Apple and the Trump administration. A deeper dive on State of Texas. Catch us Sunday morning on KXAN at 8:30.
Everyone has the technology, but not everyone has the experience. KXAN's First Warning Weather, warning you before the storm.
This is becoming a serious situation.
This is your first warning. This storm is starting to produce hail.
Of course, we'll keep you up to date with Max Engage.
And staying with you until the threat is gone.
I will be bringing you frequent updates through our evening.
With more than 45 years of combined forecasting, KXAN's First Warning Weather team, on air and on the KXAN Weather app, always keeping you safe.
The town was shocked when a man dressed in full combat gear burst into the crowded church.
I heard pop, 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 like firecrackers.
Gunshots start exploding.
A firestorm of bullets. A 35-year-old gunman.
I don't want time to take care of it. I want it to be taken care of now.
Turned a lot colder behind today's front, but the weekend forecast might surprise you.
Recalled city vehicles still being driven on Austin streets. The potential risks of not fixing these cars. Tonight at 10 on KXAN.
KXAN watches those in positions of power.
I think it got to this point because nobody was looking.
Making sure they follow the rules.
Hey, I sent you an email yesterday. I'm with KXAN. Can we catch you real quick before you head back? Have you ever disclosed?
If you need answers,
are there honest mistakes that could be made here? What happened?
Report it at KXAN.com.
You know, I'm surprised to learn what I've learned based on your investigations.
KXAN is in-depth investigative. Jim Spencer and the First Warning Weather team, always keeping you safe.
Your in-depth coverage every morning, only on KXAN News Today.
Jim Spencer, the most experienced forecaster in Central Texas.
Your in-depth coverage every morning, only on KXAN News Today.
Jim Spencer and the First Warning Weather team, always keeping you safe.
Texas Mutual proudly supports Simple Health and the health of Austin.
This is the KXAN Weather app, your easiest way to get the most accurate forecast in Central Texas. Track the storms with us on the KXAN Weather app. Download it today.
Hey, Austin, you can watch The Mel Robbins Show weekdays at 4 p.m. on the CW Austin.
I feel like it's a new lease on life. God's given me extra years and days with my grandkids, and I'm going to make them count.
A health scare led to an emergency heart procedure for one of the most powerful people in Texas. Now that experience could lead to action at the legislature when it comes to your heart health. See how it's already making a difference on State of Texas. That's coming up at 8:30 on KXAN.
No.
A high-tech monitoring service built to save young people's lives.
Because of our intervention, that particular student did not go forward and carry out his plan to hurt himself.
KXAN explores a solution to address the mental health crisis among Central Texas students, Monday at 10.
When I think of the phrase in depth, I think about my commitment to being a local journalist. And I'm also a mom, so I know that it's important that we know what's going on for our family. And that's what we do here, bringing you perspective and context to stories that matter to you. KXAN News Today.
We look into why hundreds of city cars with open recalls haven't been fixed.
At KXAN, our marketing teams use research, creative concepts, and data-driven techniques to help you reach your goals and customers. To speak to someone about how we can help you, email us at advertisewithus@kxan.com.
Tis the season to win some cash. Bring it home for the holidays and get your mortgage or rent paid for in 2020. Enter at kxan.com/contest for your chance to win the national grand prize, up to $15,000. Brought to you by ABC Home and Commercial Services.
Join me and Chris Herline Mondays and Wednesdays to learn how to retire ready with REAP Financial. You'll learn about retirement strategies, planning and investing, portfolio management, and all things pertaining to retirement. Join us every Monday and Wednesday during the 6 p.m. news.
KXAN News is brought to you by DC Law. Have you been hurt? Call DC Law 512-888-9999. Get your justice.
You're watching KXAN, in-depth, investigative. Your KXAN News and Weather Team, weekday evenings on KXAN. How do you measure the impact of a KXAN investigation? By how many people are helped. Our ongoing reports on Texas nursing home numbers during the pandemic resulted in real action.
Well, it's something we will address now as a result of your reporting.
First testimony.
We have received hundreds of phone calls, tearful phone calls.
Now law. Visit the nursing home investigations page on KXAN.com and see how fighting for transparency and truth for families paid off for you.
The more you know about the weather, the better prepared you are to stay safe. That's why KXAN is bringing you the First Warning Weather University. From explaining what a chance of rain really means, it's not about you, it's about the land, to showing you the most dangerous part of a hurricane. As this process repeats itself, more and more warm air is created. The First Warning Weather team is bringing the classroom to you. It's not a forecast, it's a lesson. First Warning Weather University. Visit KXAN.com to enroll today.
Living healthy is more than working out and eating well. It's a way of life, and it can seem hard to stay in the know. KXAN has always put the health of our community first, and we want to make it easy. That's why KXAN is committed to simple health. Everything from workout tips, easy recipes, and stress relief, to new medical findings, and even financial tips. Go to kxan.com/simplehealth. Small changes, big results.
It's weather and traffic nonstop.
Weekday mornings on the CW Austin, giving you what you need to navigate your day
when you need it most.
From in-depth stories on all things transportation to first warnings on impacts to your commute.
Keeping you safe in severe weather to learning how the weather really works.
We're even bringing you updates during the commercials.
It's KXAN weather and traffic nonstop every morning.
So watch weekdays 7 to 9 only on the CW Austin.
You're watching KXAN, in-depth, investigative. Watch Kristen Curry, weekday mornings on KXAN News Today.
It's KXAN weather and traffic nonstop every morning.
So watch weekdays 7 to 9 only on the CW Austin.
Environmental sustainability. Sounds like serious business, right? But it's really a simple concept. What can we do together to reduce our carbon footprint and help our community thrive? And we have lots of ways to help bring that concept to life with KXAN's Go Green. Every month, we'll bring you specific tips you can do to help keep our Earth healthy and alive. Little by little, we can all make a difference to improve the world we live in. This goes way beyond recycling. KXAN's Go Green, helping to make our planet greener and better one tip at a time.
KXAN First Warning Weather University is brought to you by Toyota of Cedar Park.
If you see a teenager or adult suddenly collapse, it's important to act fast. Helping save a life is easier than you might think. Just start hands-only CPR. The first step is to send someone to call 911 or call 911 yourself. Then get directly over the victim. Put the heel of one hand in the center of the chest. Then put your other hand on top of the first. Then push hard and fast in the center of the chest until help arrives. It's important to push, giving 100 to 120 compressions per minute. Let's hope you never have to use hands-only CPR. But if you see a teenager or adult suddenly collapse, don't be afraid to try it. Remember, call 911 and push hard and fast in the center of the chest until help arrives. Your actions could help save a life. Go to KXAN.com/simplehealth to learn more. KXAN and these sponsors are proud to present this life-saving message. How do you measure the impact of a KXAN investigation? By how many people are helped. Our ongoing reports on Texas nursing home numbers during the pandemic resulted in real action.
Well, it's something we will address now as a result of your reporting.
First testimony.
We have received hundreds of phone calls, tearful phone calls.
Now law. Visit the Nursing Home Investigations page on KXAN.com and see how fighting for transparency and truth for families paid off for you.
It's nice to know that we live in a community where we can all come together for the greater good. At HEB, we've watched thousands of Texans helping Texans this year.
Simple health is more than keeping our bodies healthy. Keeping our community healthy is just as important. And at ABC Home and Commercial Services, we want to thank you for working together.
Texas Mutual deployed $4 million in COVID relief to help communities in need. Watching the resilience of our community to overcome obstacles during this pandemic has made me proud to live here.
This year has been more than challenging when it comes to our physical and financial health. UFCU is here to help. Let's all do our part to keep our community strong by wearing our masks and wearing them the right way, covering our mouth and our nose.
Many lives can be saved if we follow the advice of our medical experts. Be safe. We're almost there.
Go to KXAN.com/simplehealth. Small changes, big results.
More than 90% of the food we throw away ends up in our landfills. What can we do to help? Compost. If starting a compost in your yard, stick to the browns and greens like fruit, veggie, and lawn scraps, and avoid meat and dairy leftovers as those tend to bring unwanted pests.
Why do people compost? Besides reducing our landfills, composting is the most beneficial effort you can bring to creating a healthy, colorful yard. Whether you are growing fruits and vegetables or growing beautiful beds of flowers, Austin Subaru is a proud sponsor of KXAN's Go Green.
You should just say it. It's a pretty basic word.
There are so many different ways to repurpose your newspaper before recycling. You can use it for packing boxes, liner for your pet's litter box, cleaning your barbecue, protecting carpet while painting, or putting it in your flower beds to keep weeds at bay.
Subaru is committed to protecting the earth. That's why we partnered with TerraCycle to help recycle over 8 million pieces of trash that are now useful goods that benefit our communities. Come in to Austin Subaru during our Maintain to Live event and receive 2 years of complimentary maintenance. Austin Subaru is proud to support KXAN's Go Green.
There are so many different ways to repurpose your newspaper before recycling. You can use it for packing boxes, liner for your pet's litter box, cleaning your barbecue, protecting carpet while painting, or putting it in your flower beds to keep weeds at bay.
If you want to live an eco-friendly life, purchasing a new zero-energy capable home in Whisper Valley drastically reduces your carbon footprint and your monthly energy bills. With our innovative EcoSmart program, you can live it up for less at Whisper Valley.
Attorney Thomas J. Henry is recognized across the nation for taking on the tough cases. Thomas J. Henry, the name you know, the firm you trust.
Welcome to Harvey High. Today's subjects: economics.
If I forgot my wallet at church, what you think I put in the collection plate instead?
Watch.
My watch. Dag, Pastor.
And human behavior.
Who's the last person you want to see while walking home from a one-night stand?
New zero-energy capable home in Whisper Valley drastically reduces your carbon footprint and your monthly energy